This video explains how to create a data frame from vectors in the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. In this video I will show you an example, and for this example we first need to create several example vectors, as you can see in lines 2 to 9 of the code. So in line 2 I'm creating our first vector object, which is called x1. So after running this line of code you can see a new vector object called x1 appearing at the top right, and we can print this vector to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 3 of the code. And then you can see that we have created a vector object ranging from the value 1 to the value 5. Similar to that, we can also create two other vectors in lines 5 to 9 of the code. So in lines 5 and 6, I'm creating our second vector, which contains letters. And in line 8 of the code, I'm creating the third vector, which contains different numbers. So at this point, we have created 3 different vector objects. And now we can combine these vector objects in a data frame using the data frame function, as you can see in line 11 of the code. And within the data frame function, we simply need to specify the names of our vector objects. So in this case, our vectors are called x1, x2, and x3. And then we also need to store the output of the data frame function in a new data object, which I'm calling data. So after running line 11 of the code, this new data frame object called data is appearing at the top right, and we can print our data frame to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 12 of the code. And then you can see that our data frame contains 5 rows and the 3 columns x1, x2, and x3. And each of these columns contains the values of one of our vector objects. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video, so you can find it there. If you have liked this video or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.